I now recognize Professor Martin Nienuller of Religious Studies. They are coming to get him. Should I say nothing? If I say nothing, maybe they won't know I exist. Maybe I don't exist. Maybe I'm not really real. I can become a shadow of a shadow. Can I keep my office? I hope they won't come to my office. And parking and my salary. What about my salary? Churchill won't even be here anymore when they come to get me. If I stand up for him, who will stand up for me? Thank you, Professor Nienuller. We do appreciate your remarks, though we had some trouble hearing you. We understand you have another pressing engagement. Are you still there? He's gone. So it is with Hungarians. Here today, shadow tomorrow. The chair now recognizes University Professor Dr. Werner von Schwarz, Physics. How will this case affect our research reputation, our grant-getting credibility, our overall funding? How will it affect the endowment? What about the legislature and the lung pill? What about this year's race pool? You can talk all you want about the penalty of funding. It's all quatsch. Quatsch. What about us? What about the Führer? We must be accountable. If we do not build the bombs, who will? Professor Schwartz, your words have moved me almost to tears. It is not often that I am so touched. I now recognize Instructor Leni Riefenrufen from Film Studies.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ward Churchill was an artist, but he gave it up. I am an artist. How will I get tenure now? I don't have a Ph.D. I'm not an Indian. I haven't been to Bollywood or even to Mumbai. I don't even know where Mumbai is. I am not a Native American. Do you think that Billy Bob White noticed my last movie on the triumph of the will in estate planning? He might have checked it out. I'm only a woman. All women are mortal. But I am a woman. Do you think Billy Bob has noticed me? Should I wear my skirts a little higher?
You are indeed a woman. And what a woman. You do things that most artists cannot do. You go to places where most artists will not go. You know how deeply we support the arts. Thank you again, Leni. I now recognize Associate Professor Clint Ostwald of Film Studies. If we fire him, maybe they'll give us a few dollars more. After all, we're the good guys here. It's pretty clear who the bad and ugly guy is. This guy's chickens have come home to roost, man. And they're all boosting right on top of his head. This guy's going to end up with his head full of good old Western chicken soup. When we string him up, when we hang him high. Thank you, Professor Ostwald. You're quite a speechifier. I got carried away with your speech. You moved me. Your observations on Western identity are always important. In spite of the vanishing frontier, you help us to maintain the continuity between the New West and the Old West. And I now recognize Professor Kankosia, co-professor of English and of music.
Y'all are either on the bus or you're off the bus. Unless, of course, you are under the bus. Throw mama from the train a kiss, a kiss. This guy is definitely going under the bus or under the train or under whatever he's riding on, with whatever he's smoking, after Big Nurse, of course, gives him his well-deserved lobotomy.
Well, thank you very much, Professor Kosia, for your observations. Trenchant as always. I now recognize Professor Yama of Ethnic Studies. I should say Assistant Professor Yama.
I am a full-blooded hyena from northern Japan. Am I a protected class? I want to go swimming in the race bowl like everyone else. I hope that it is a warm race pool. When can I have my sabbatical?
Thanks for reminding us that you are full-blooded, Dr. Yama. It's very important to us that you and your full blood are represented here. You can certainly swim in the race pool, but only in the shallow end, the protected section. I now recognize Professor Doris Dondadinta of Education. I should like to clarify a point that Professor Kosia made earlier. I am not Big Nurse, even though I look a little bit like she did in the movie. In the movie, wasn't her part played by a man? I'm not a man, I think. I would like to ask a small question. If we give the administration what they want, always a hard question, will they respect us in the morning? If we don't give the administration what they want, will they match my outside offers? I love outside offers. I want all my outside offers to be matched. How many offers can they match? How long can they keep it up? By the way, isn't it my turn to be on top? Isn't it my turn to be chair? Thank you very much, Professor Dondadinta, for your leadership, your scholarship, and your creativity. You're always ahead of all of us with your feel for the action. Always ahead. Your outside offers are truly remarkable, and you continue to have great outside offers. Very, very impressive outside offers. Almost matchless outside offers. Rest assured, Professor Dondadinta, it won't be long before you're on top. I now recognize Associate Professor O.J. Sampson of Kinesiology.
I've just come from the Diversity Summit. I have been to the Mountain Brothers and Sisters. I worry about the endowment. How large is the Native American endowment, brothers and sisters? Size matters. Size matters.
As always, Professor Sampson, you made your point very, very potently and powerfully. May I ask you, please, to form a subcommittee to investigate the size of Native American endowments and report back to this body? Would you agree to that, Professor Sampson?
I do agree, and I will report, sir.
Well, thank you so much. I now want to recognize Professor Jack of Engineering.
No settlement. Don't pay him a cent. No settlement. Let him swim in his own riz pool. Fire him. Fire him now. He's a crook, a criminal, a degenerate, polluting the purity of our sacred mission, contaminating our community. Fire him. Put him in the fire. The fire. The fire. Now.
Vote, vote, vote. Aye, 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 aye. Aye, 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 aye.